Okay, so I'm going to make myself a little video here of the disconnect of the power supply since it's so convoluted. Maybe I can try to remember what I did when I get the new one. Okay, so right now we're inside Phoenix number 1, the Dimension 9100 from Dell. Here we are with the power supply, and I'm just going to zoom in here on the details so that I can make sure that I order the right one. Looks like it's a 375 watt power supply. Okay, so this large clump of wires here, just coming from the inside of the power supply, connects down to the motherboard down here. So I'm going to pull this out. Okay, one sec. I'm going to pull that cable out right there. Okay, that wasn't the easiest thing to remove, but then again, I didn't see this little lever. So it would have been a lot easier if I knew that was there. So I just had to pinch this little lever, and then it popped out of the motherboard. That's the connector down there on the motherboard itself for this particular piece from the power supply. Okay, so this connects down in there. So that's the first part disconnected. Now I've removed these wider wires off. I'm going to pull this other set out here as well. Okay, so, and then there's a SATA wire down there as well. So I need to pull that out from the bottom. There we go. Okay, so hopefully we can put those back in. So now I have these wires coming out from the back of the power supply, and these wires are supplying power to the various periphery items here in the front. So we've got our disk drives, disk drive number 1 and disk drive number 2, and then we also have a floppy disk drive, a 3.5 floppy disk drive that it's supplying power to. So these are receiving power from the power supply. Just having a look at the front here, it's kind of dark, but those are the disk drives that are receiving power. And oh right, I forgot the camera card reader. It's also receiving power, so I need to disconnect those now as well. So the first one, let's see here. Where's that going? Alright, so this is coming out. You know what I should probably do? I should probably label those. That would be smart. Okay, one sec. Okay, so I'm just making some labels for the power supplies to power and print. Okay, so CD drive to power. I already have the first one labeled here. This was really hard to get out. There's like a little latch down there. I couldn't figure out how to open it, so I have it out now. Still not too sure how to get it out of here because I'm still stuck on something, but anyway, as of right now I have this one labeled. And now I have the 3.5 disc labeled. And now I'm going to label this particular one and then see if I can get this out of here. Okay, so I just realized that I can't get it out because this other piece of the power supply coming out of the back, like I have all of these cables now taken away from the disk drives, and I've also had to remove the data cables that carry the data through to the motherboard off. So these cables have all been removed now as well. And I have all of the power cables removed. And so now there's another set of cable though that comes out from the back here of the power supply, and it makes complete sense. It runs down along here. I have absolutely no idea how to get it off that clip right now, and goes around and underneath this black contraption. This is the fan, which of course needs power, and so I'm thinking I'm going to need to also remove the fan, and that's the screw down in there. Okay, so I'm going to undo this screw, and then after I'm finished taking this one out, which I think I am now, and I do believe the other one is. My shadow's in the way, right down there. So let's get this out. At this point, I'm not necessarily sure I care this much, but here we go. We've got the screws taken out, so this, ooh, that needs a vacuum. I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of the problem here as well. So I'm going to vacuum all of that up, and then I need to follow the power cord down here. So we've got the power cord that follows it around, and then, oh goodness, I think this actually might be it over here. What? Yep, it's actually, that has to be plugged into the fan somewhere. No clue where yet at the moment. That might be it there. I don't know. I need to vacuum this out, and then maybe we can figure out exactly where everything goes. So, time to get the vacuum. So we're all vacuumed out now and cleaned up. So this clip down here actually slides out. There's a groove in the body of the tower for that clip to slide into. So I have to remember that for later. And then I also just pulled out this yellow cable, which was located into this little slot right here. Okay, so I'm not going to label that one, but this one, this little kind of yellow and black combination goes in here. And now I'm just going to pull out the rest of the wires here so I can get the power supply out. Of course, the hard drives all require power. Right? These SATA cables are the cables that carry the data from the hard drives down to the motherboards. They connect down into the motherboard, but these connectors right here are from the power supply. These are what enable the hard drives to spin. So they need power as well. So we need to pull those out. Okay, and now that we have all of that disconnected, I can pull these power cables down behind this little wall. I can figure out how to move this thing, because then I need to pull that out, and then we should be good to go. Alright, and there we go. The spaghetti mess. Oh, I'm caught on something. Hang on. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, okay, I gotta undo that SATA from the clip. Just when I thought I had success. Victory isn't mine. Alright, there we go. The power supply has been removed. I think I have all cables labeled. So now I'm going to order a new one. And it'll be a miracle if I remember how to put it all back in here. Stay tuned. I'll figure it out.